Today on Amazon's, we'll be looking at the trimmings and the shuffle of fame.
We all live in a fishbowl.
Loss of privacy.
Nothing. There's no such thing as privacy. People don't understand it. People don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Amazons.
Fast cars, expensive lifestyles, luxurious trips, decadent lifestyles. These are the things you associate with celebrities. But at what price? Today on Amazon's, we'll be looking at the trimmings and the shuffle of fame. In the studio, of course, as you know, I have my beautiful Bimbo. She's been an actress for, I won't tell you how long,
Yes,
but I'm sure you have.
Nobody's allowed to calculate how old she is.
But I'm sure you have seen her face in both in the Nigerian movie, both in Yoruba, and she's also a stage actress.
Yes, I do stage as well.
She has paid a price, and she's still got her feet firmly on ground. Of course, join me in welcoming Bimbo, my celebrity for today. Bimbo Akitola. And of course, I've got Aisha, my co-anchor. Aisha, celebrity. Most of these young kids of today, they're all aspiring to be celebrities. They all want to sing, they want to act. They're not really thinking about education anymore, really. But all these people that are already celebrities, I'm sure it can't be that easy for them.
I don't think so. I really don't envy the lifestyle of any celebrity. Their privacy is gone. Their social life is affected, sometimes by made-up stories, by the newspapers. The paparazzi are always on their trail. They cannot go to the market like you and I. They have to keep with the expectation of the public about them.
Of course.
Because sometimes you see an actress, for instance, she's acting in a film with all this glamour around her. Big house, flashy cars, expensive trips.
Yeah.
But the public cannot separate the person from the act.
Yes, I agree.
Therefore, they can't even go to the market like you and I would.
They can't. Bimbo, I'm going to expose you today. Bimbo and I went to the market one day. Not only did they rip our shoes, it was horrifying. And I was able to walk away, because I wasn't getting the attention. And she had to smile at everybody, and they didn't understand. And funny enough, we were in a hurry, actually, because we were just stopping by to get a few things because we were going somewhere. I think we ended up staying there for longer than we needed to. And at the same time, she had to say hello to everybody. She had to smile at everybody. She had to shake everybody. Some people wanted numbers. Some people wanted help from her. And I looked at her, and when we got back to the guy, I was like, Bimbo, I don't envy you.
You know what it is? Because what we do is, the medium for my work is a television. People are in their homes, in their bedrooms, in their living rooms, watching these films. So you're like a part of their family. That's the way they see it. They feel like they know you because they don't go outside to see you. They're in their homes watching you. So they feel like they have a personal interest. They know you one-on-one. They know everything about you. When the truth is, the person they're watching on TV is a character that you're playing at that point in time, not you.
Yeah, but playing the character and also the perception of the fact that the audience now think that they know you much more than it would be on television. How then do you separate you as your person, Bimbo Akintola, from that actress that the public sees?
That's the thing. It's pretty difficult in a lot of cases. You find a lot of celebrities living their life even when they're home. They don't, for me, I'm able to say, as soon as I'm entering my door, the door to my house, I'm dropping everything outside because that's my sanctuary. My house is my sanctuary. I can be a homebody. I'm the sort of person that will stay indoors for 3 weeks.
I
if I'm not
I
working.
know about that.
And all I'll be doing is cooking and just doing normal things. I'm being normal. Because after a while, the sort of attention that we get, it does tend to give you a false reality.
Yeah.
You begin to believe everything. Because if you're not careful, if the people around you are not like your real people, they're also awed by the stardom.
Yeah.
To keep you grounded.
Then you're lost. Because even when you're home, you're still getting that same, funny, I call it funny attention. Funny attention. Because the truth of it is, I'm a professional like anybody else. I work. But unfortunately, our medium is television. Everybody sees my work. I'm like a doctor or a lawyer. I went to the University of Ibadan. I studied theater arts. I am just working.
But would you say, Bimbo, in terms of, I mean, let me ask you, what is the highest price that you think you've paid for being a celebrity?
Living in a fishbowl. We all live in a fishbowl.
Loss of privacy?
Nothing. There's no such thing as privacy. People don't understand it. People don't get it.
But,
let me explain it to you. On a normal day, you go out with your friends to hang out somewhere. You don't expect someone to snap your picture and put it in the papers and say, oh, Bimbo Akintola seen with friends hanging out at so place. It's a normal thing. You have a relationship. It's a personal relationship. You're in love with someone. It's between both of you. But everybody, the reporters, the first question they'll ask you, or they'll slip it in somewhere, is about your personal life.
Yeah.
So who are you dating? How are you dating? So are you happy with him? You can't get married or have issues in your marriage without it becoming public news.
okay, so as a star, everybody, I mean, the young kids, they see the glamour.
And the glitz.
And the glitz. And that's all they focus on without knowing what you have to deal with as a celebrity. And sometimes the celebrity too, like you said, is carried away by the attention that they get. And then they lose it. Sometimes an actress can get so carried away, or an actor, or a celebrity get so carried away to the point that their identity is lost.
Yes.
And they also have to deal with the fact that at a point, it's not forever.
No, it isn't.
It's not forever.
No, it isn't.
And they do not make the right choice when the going or the glamour is there. How do you cope in your case?
By the grace of God. Because nobody's special or bigger when it comes to the attention that you get. And if you're not prepared for it, it can and will sweep you away. I wasn't prepared for it when it happened. But when I started acting, I was still a tomboy. I was still I was still jumping fences, climbing trees, and doing all those things. So for me, it didn't take, and I was still learning about so many things that I wanted to learn. I had many, many interests. I like poetry, I used to sing, so I had so many other things that I was doing that it at first didn't register that everywhere I went, people said, hi, oh, it's you, can I take a picture? It at first didn't register.
Is it true that with celebrities, they get a rush of adrenaline when they get all this attention? Do they get that? Like you see people and then your head swells because you know that I can walk in and everybody's going to stand aside for me. Is it true that they feel like that?
Maybe at the beginning for some people it would be like that because it is kind of mind-blowing. Imagine walking into a room. I mean, the same room you walked into like maybe a few months ago and nobody noticed you, and then you walk back and everybody's all over you. People are paying you attention. You're getting the best seats in the house. You're getting free gifts sometimes. Yes, it can be a rush. Like, oh my goodness, this is me. I'm huge. And then people start to believe.
No, we're talking about paparazzi just a while ago and the press. They say when the film begins, you enjoy the limelight, you enjoy the paparazzi. Sometimes you even drop where you go so you can constantly be in the face of your fan. But when the pressure starts to get too much, when the star is now big, you want to put the paparazzi away, but the paparazzi will tell you, I made you. Have you ever had bad press? I know they write all kinds of stories about actors, actresses, musicians, some of them made up, most of them made up, some of them true. Have you ever had to deal with bad press?
I've had loads, at the beginning, loads of bad press. Loads of it. I'm easy, right? I believe in self first, and I've always nurtured myself. So if myself wants to wear the shortest of skirts and go out, I will wear it. And when I started acting, I was a teenager. I was experimenting. That's the age that you experiment. So I would wear some crazy outfits and go out. And they'll snap pictures and put it there with funny captions. And then I didn't mind that because I wore it. I was comfortable with that. My problem started when the stories became false. There are a lot of people out there, actors, musicians, whatever, that are doing things that are not proper. Even if you're going to put it in the papers, how are you presenting it to the people? Are you saying the person is a sham because they're not in control of their lives? Or are you saying this is what not to do when you become a star? But that's not what they do. They just put it there to make money. They want their ratings to go up. And then when you don't find anything funny, or if nobody has done anything funny, you sit in your house, I said this once, sniff expired alabukum and start writing stories.
We're going to take a short break and we'll be back.
I didn't just wake up and find myself where I am today. I had the rough tussles and all that you get. So for me, I just think time and hard work has paid off, or is paying off, because I'm not where I want to be yet. I think I still have a lot of hurdles to cross, and I have set goals that I've placed for myself, and I see myself, getting these goals in due time. So I can only give God the glory, because He's been faithful, and at the same time, I've come to a point in my life where I believe that you don't just sit down to dream. You probably have to wake up and, you don't have to lie down, sleep and dream. You have to probably wake up and, chase your dreams and pursue your dreams and, work it out.
It just means as a brand, there's certain things you shouldn't be caught doing. There's certain things you should do and should not do, because as a brand, I think people look up to you. You have people out there looking up to you, especially for me as a youth, as a young girl. I have a lot of people who look up to me, so I cannot let them down. I cannot disappoint them. So I have to avoid some certain things, and some certain things I need to keep doing.
We're all human beings as entertainers, so we have our private lives. We have our moments where we just want to be ourselves and not be, dealing with cameras and people wanting to talk to you and things like that, because you're still human beings. So most of the times, obviously I have a mohawk. Most of the times I come out like how I just come here to get something to eat. I'll wear a hat or something like that just to divert the attention a bit, so it won't be like, hey, is that? But by the time they like me, I think it's, I'm gone. Being famous would affect your relationship to a certain extent, because that person that you're dating, if they're in the public eye, it's going to be a lot of criticism and scrutiny and things like that will go on. And then if they're not in the public eye, but people know that, okay, he's dating that person or she's dating that guy, every time they see that person outside, it's okay, what are they doing? Or if they see Iceberg Slim with another female, maybe he's just taking a picture with the female, it will now go back to the girlfriend, like, I saw your boyfriend in the club, doing this. So it's I think having a relationship in the public eye kind of is a bad thing.
Welcome back to Amazons. If you're just joining us today, we're looking at the shortfalls and the trimmings of our celebrity. And I've got one celebrity with me in the studio today, Bimbo Akitola. Aisha, you were saying something just before we went on break.
Yeah, I was saying, as a reporter myself, I'm lucky enough I'm not in the so-called paparazzi business of reporting. Mine is strictly for football and sports. And for for those of us who or I can speak for myself, I keep my eyes on the ball and focus on the game. I am not into the lifestyle of any celebrity. I just want to talk about the game and what the footballer is doing with the game, period. I've also had to suffer.
I was just going to ask you that.
I've also had to suffer
you've had a few close shaves
yes,
with this
so
paparazzi as well.
It's a case of dog eat dog. I've had a few cases and it really put me off. I don't mind you writing stuff. You come to me, Grant, you want an interview from me. I tell you it's all about what I do. No personal life, no children, no family, nothing. And we agree.
As soon as
But Bimbo,
Yes.
Bimbo,
And then the headline becomes
yeah.
about what
They
not
take things out of
about your,
context.
not about your job anymore. It becomes about something else, and it's constantly. It is not a nice experience. I must tell
think
you.
if the reporters of Nigeria must do that to get their ratings high, then they're failing. I'm sorry, you're a failure if you must resort to messing somebody else up to get ratings.
But then you know what they
There's
say?
a lot
They
to
say
say.
bad stories is what sell their papers.
There are a lot of bad stories out there. People are
Bad
doing all
stories,
kinds
not
of
made
stuff.
up.
Don't make them up.
Well, when there are no stories to write, then they make it up.
Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. Someone interviewed me recently and asked about what I feel about marriage. And I told them, plain and proper, look, for me, it is one of the greatest institutions on earth. You don't jump into marriage, you take your time. I said, if I don't find the person that if I don't fall in love and believe I can live with that person for the rest of my life, I'll still stay till 60, 70, 80, I'll stay single. Caption, Bimbo Akintola will stay single till she's 70 instead of ever marrying. Or something silly like that. How does does it mean the same thing? No. That's not what I said.
The price you pay for fame.
The
Anyway,
amount of proposals after that was a problem.
I can imagine. Anyway, joining us in the studio today, we have Mr. Yomi Fabiyi. He's an actor and also producer.
Hello, welcome to Amazons.
Hello.
My colleague.
Okay.
Thank you for taking time out in your very, very busy schedule to be here for us. We really appreciate this. Mr. Yomi Fabiyi, you're an actor.
Yeah.
You're also a producer. So because you're a producer, I know you've had to deal with a lot of actors and
Obviously.
actresses.
Obviously.
Okay, now, the question I want to ask you is, because they're famous and because they're celebrities, I know that they have to maintain a particular standard, okay? And I don't know how much they get paid in the industry. You know, sometimes I feel that maybe most of them, maybe they live above their means, because you see fast cars, you see beautiful clothes, they travel, they look well, they're always well packaged. I mean, does the industry really pay that much money to maintain that kind of lifestyle?
Don't lie.
Go ahead.
Don't lie.
Don't hold anything back.
I'm not going to hold anything back, but I have to, first of all, tell you my part as a producer. It depends on the role an actor is playing. And obviously, if you're playing a major role, you're going to take at least a larger part of the budget in the acting crew. And the other side of living larger than life or fake life and stuff like that. Obviously, if you're trying to bring out a script, you want to interpret it properly.
Okay.
And it doesn't really have to speak that particular actor, that is the kind of life he or she lives. The particular actor playing a very rich person in the movie could as well become a mad person in another movie. And that the producer will ensure that that actor is well kitted as a mad person.
Okay.
So nobody's going to talk about that. Nobody has been talking about that. Oh, this person is a poor mad person. So they've always been talking about the richer part of it, the affluence part, the glamour part of it. But to be honest with you, actors and actresses are doing well for themselves. Producers are doing well to...
Are we paid enough to live the sort of lifestyle that we're living?
In the movie.
In
No,
life.
no, in real
in our
life.
lives.
In real
In real
life,
life.
because you know what? You
Can
see,
we
you hear
afford
people
the sort of
driving
life that a lot of us live?
Range
Bimbo,
Rovers.
you are a celebrity
know,
guest. Let the laptop
I'm sorry.
do the
You are not
question.
an Amazon today.
May I take that question, please? We do not earn enough to live the sort of life that we do live.
So why do some actresses and actors really project the image.
Because that's what
of-
you all
of
want
lifestyle.
to see.
Yeah,
No,
I think she's correct in that side. And apart from the fact that the medium we have his job being done is TV. It's seen by everybody. And to be honest with you, you want to see a celebrity living a low life.
Then pay him or her well to live the kind of life she lives on the kind of life that the audience see in these actors and actresses. Isn't it as simple as that?
I'm sure they wish.
We wish it was that simple. But the truth is, it's also a choice. I will tell you the truth. It's a choice. You can decide that, because let me explain it to you. For every outing, every occasion that we go to, that there's paparazzi, that outfit is done. You can't use that outfit again. You can't have another show and wear that same outfit. Your people will put before and after picture. She wore this 6 months ago. She's wearing it today. Are we poor? Is something wrong? Is she going bankrupt? So, yeah, it's the truth. They did it recently. And that did happen recently to a beauty queen. They put a picture that she wore, put a picture of her mentor wearing the same dress and said, was it passed down? Do you understand? So if I go for an award ceremony now, whatever it is I wear that day, we're talking the dress, that's it, it's done.
You can't,
Then don't
you
buy
can't wear
it.
it
Go
again.
and rent it. That's what some of these stars do in America.
We don't have
buy
that
it.
facility in Nigeria. Designers don't realize that they are supposed to dress us for free.
I
Okay,
understand
probably
that.
I need to chip in one thing. A lot of people don't understand this. When it comes to economics, they rate Nigeria as a developing countries. But when it comes to movies, they want to see us as a developed film country. Nollywood. And they kind of tell us that we are the third in the world. We're far from the first and second.
Yeah.
We are far from first and second. So you're not going to expect the kind of remuneration, the kind of money they get, the wages those actors and actresses get over there, and then you expect that we have it here. The economy is not even encouraging.
Okay.
If an original movie sells for like, okay, let me say 20,000 copies, Piracy is selling 250,000 copies. So you look at it, the film is everywhere. Everybody loves a movie. They see the actors and actresses in the movie, and the next thing is, oh, that's how you get money. So we expect money from you.
That's another part that kills me.
So
Everybody thinks you owe them money.
So it's terrible. So there's so many things coming around this fame, stardom of a thing. You know, it takes your originality out of you.
Aside from all these negative things and all this, negative consequences that you get from being a famous person, there must be some good, positive things, like when you get the freebies, when you get to go into clubs before everybody, when you buy, what's it called, when you buy economy ticket and you get upgraded, things like that, and get free, you do get free gifts, don't you?
That is very, very peculiar to stardom. But the other part of it, that a lot of people doesn't know, and I must give credit to the audience and fans out there, when a celebrity is definitely down, psychologically, emotionally, those moments are times you find your fans they just come from anywhere, and they kind of lift up your spirit. And you look at it, I don't know this person, he doesn't know me, and they do as if they know what I'm going through at the moment. Though sometimes it goes into the negative. But most times, when it gets into the positive aspect, it rises up your spirit.
Okay.
When you have a down spirit and you think, do I just put up a note and say, I'm going? And then they put it on the paper after I've gone. And somebody will just message you or call you or just walk up to you and say, you're the best thing that has ever happened to me. I love you and I'm ready to die for you. You want to die for me? Oh, I don't need to die again.
We're talking about what the fans can do for a celebrity. As a producer in the Yoruba movie industry, do you maybe sometimes get this celebrity attitude from your actresses or actors? They don't report to set on time.
Yes.
They keep you waiting for a whole day, and you just feel like saying,
I think you've got it in the house already.
So I want you to tell me how you deal with these people.
Oh my God.
Yomi is a nice person. He doesn't deal with anybody. I think it's to his own detriment. Because recently he had huge problems on his set. He just finished the movie Father Moses.
Allow me to tell them your part.
Don't tell which parts. This boy.
People sound like she's
This is
guilty of something
self-confession.
here.
Self-confession.
Okay, so I want you to answer that.
To be honest with you, things like this happen. And because I'm an actor myself, I tend to like get soft. But I need to be honest with you. Those are the moments when you're about to lose it. Because when you already have your schedule, you're going to shoot, and you find an actress telling you, okay, what time do I report? 9 o'clock. You are like, oh, she's coming. Having ease or accounts, everything is set, Creole equipment. Hello, where are you? I'm on 3rd Mainland Bridge. I'm about to turn. Oh, no, she's there. Set equipment. She's coming close. Where are you now? You should be very close to where we are now. Hey, there is traffic. Around, but I just left the place. There's no traffic. Well, the next thing, try again. The phone is switched off. You're like, oh my God. Where is Bimba Kitola? Where is Iliendo? Where is Bukakinele? The next thing, after like 2 hours. Hello, Yomi. I know you will be very angry. As if she doesn't know I'm angry.
But professionalism and ethics, you have them in every profession. Do you have that?
We do. That's
But are the rules, do you play by the rules of the game?
No, we don't.
Let me say 80%. 80%.
See, in the Yoruba industry, it's even much, much better. The only reason why I'm saying Yoruba industry and English industry is because we speak in different languages. It's one industry. Nollywood is Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. Anybody that's shooting in Nigeria is part of Nollywood. But I'm using the language that we speak now to differentiate. In the Yoruba industry, they are much more disciplined.
Exactly.
You would think it would be the reverse.
They are much more disciplined.
Oh, you don't try that.
They will finish you.
You don't try that. You finish yourself. They don't have to
they
finish
won't
you.
give you work again. They will tell people that you're irresponsible.
That's discipline.
That's
if you
in
break
the Yoruba
if you
industry.
break the code, which is this discipline, you face the consequence.
You will face it.
So in Nollywood, that we know as Nollywood, not Yoruba,
in the English industry,
in the English
it is
industry,
celebrated. You're called a diva when you misbehave, when you're irresponsible, and when you're not professional. You're called a diva. When you come on set 10 hours after your call time, which does happen. When you decide that, oh, this outfit is not proper for me, I want something more glamorous. Meanwhile, you're playing a house girl. You come on set, you're playing a house girl or a villager, you've got nails from here to here. Your lashes are from here all the way down there.
Let me say from producer's angle. You've got the nails long. Oh, hey, your nails is too long. You're coming as a housemaid. You're going to pay me if I have to cut it. As if you don't read the script before coming on set.
Or when you accepted to play the character.
You're going to wear this. This is how it's going to go on from this set. This is a continuity. No, I can't put on that cloth again. It's making me sweat. Change the story. Telling the producer, the director, to change the story.
But you know what, Mr. Fabi, do you think the reason why these people exhibit such lack of discipline is because the fame is going to their head?
Yes.
That is part of it, but I want to believe that it is because we're too very soft as a producer. Because normally, part of a contract should be like, okay, before you sign an agreement, these are the terms and conditions. If you don't abide to it, I'm just going to tell my lawyer to just pick you up. I'll call the production and say, I'm stopping this production, but we're going to meet in court. And then you want to do that.
I think also it's a reflection of your personal home training.
Okay.
Where you're coming from, who you are, and the way you were trained at home. That's the truth.
But if this is affecting other actors, other actresses within the same movie, it's disrespectful, number one. Number two, I also think that the producers do not have a guild that will take a common sanction and say, this is the rule. If anybody breaks the rule, this is what the sanction is going to be. I think they tried to enforce that some couple of years ago when some actors and actresses were banned and they were being replaced by Ghana.
I didn't understand the banning. I have to be truthful.
That one is politics.
I think
that was political.
Yes,
I think that is the way to go.
No, what happened with that was they decided that we were earning too much.
Okay, it was not a question of discipline or ethics.
They used something else to cover the main truth. At that point, And that's what should have happened. But what they did was set us back financially. At that point, you had people making 4 million naira per movie. And it became too much for some of the producers to pay. So they got together, the marketers got together, because the marketers are also the producers, and decided that, okay, some people are so badly behaved, we'll use them as examples.
Okay, so that was what that thing was.
Yes, because if it was only
back then.
about bad behavior, why were the monies cut when people came back? Why did they decide that, oh, we will never pay you what you were earning before?
What
we're
actually
going to pay
happened
you
there,
half of that?
probably what you don't know is this. The market had been going through a lot of problems then. And the first person to know is the marketer producer. There was a serious backlash and there was no longer much appeal with movies then. So, and they look at it, they find out, how do we cut it down? Then let's go back to their file. Their file means their antecedent, what they've done before. Okay, you've got bad characters. You even make it worse. Just ban them. So it was actually the market. The market, because then movies were not selling. Piracy has already eaten deep. So they cannot even find something. They don't know what to go about. Then the first thing they need to do is like, oh, let's cut down on what we pay actors. And the only way we can do it, these guys, we can't tell them, the market is bad. We can't pay you 2 million again. So let's pick up an excuse. Your file says you're too arrogant. When you come on set, before you put all your powder, you spend 2 hours. Before you go on set, 3 hours. They shoot one scene per day, you're out. Ban.
Okay. Mr. Fabi, let me bring you back to the trimmings and shortfalls of fame. Now, I know that abroad, the civilized world, the developed world, if you're a celebrity or a political person, once you do something, or you say maybe you do something that people perceive that it's immoral, or you begin to display lack of ethics, or something that would not make you a role model to the people, to young children growing up and to your audience, I know that it usually affects you as a celebrity, because you stop getting jobs. But I find that in Nigeria, whether it's true or it's not true, I know that there are 1 or 2 people, or celebrities that have exhibited such immoral values and everything. And I say this because I believe that people like Bimbo, people like all these famous people, they are role models for the younger generation coming up. But I don't know whether in Nigeria, whether once you do that, producers, you tend to move away from such. From using such celebrities when you're for your production.
Yeah, with due respect to the rest of other producers, we have a moral bearing, a moral standard.
Okay.
And it doesn't really say that we are not trying to respect the upbringing at home. If we find somebody who's done something that is criminal, obviously, without you being told, it's really going to affect the person coming on your job. But if perhaps, because we work as a clique, especially in the Yoruba movie industry.
Okay.
If you belong to this carcass and you committed a crime, and at the end of the day you're remorseful, a lot of people out there will know you've been remorseful, but to your colleagues, I am so sorry. Probably the person takes time, and the pain brings down the ego. And that time there's not like I'm popular, because then you have a problem already. And the person says, okay, fine, I've done something bad and it's messy. Then picks each individual producers and says, I'm sorry, I've come to visit you. Please pardon me. I don't mind, even if you're not going to give me anything. I don't want my job to stop. I don't want to get out of this job. Please just maintain. And the person knows you're good. Okay. The other way I can say it is this: go and apologize first.
To who?
To the public.
Okay.
To whom I want to sell to
Mr. Fabi, I don't think that is proper.
Yeah, it's
apology is not proper. I will give you, look, my sporting backgrounds give me...
Aisha, please hold on to that. We will be taking a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Amazons. We're looking at the shortfalls and the trimmings of being a celebrity today. We have Mr. Yomi Fabiyi with us in the studio, and of course, my actress, Bimbo Akitola. Aisha, you were about to say something.
Yeah, I was telling Mr. Fabiyi that, look, actors, actresses, celebrity, role models to young children, role models to the society. So if they are found failing of morals, if they are found failing and they got criminal records, it is absolute ban until they are proven not guilty.
I need
But
to ask
one,
a question.
no, hold
I'm
on,
sorry.
hold on. Oscar Pistorius, maybe because of my sporting background, discipline is of, it's not negotiable. The rules are there, you stick to them, you fail short of the rule, you know the penalty. You are not even told. That a celebrity should go and apologize. It's not a village thing. It's not, look, you've offended your elders. Go and apologize. If they forgive you, you will bring you back to the fold. Who is it going to apologize to? The harm and the impression already set in the minds of the kids and the audience. Who is going to repair that? It has also rubbed off on the other celebrities, their reputation and everything. I see anybody in that setting, I look at them with the same eye. Perhaps this one was unlucky to be caught. Maybe all of them are doing it. So for the
ask
image,
you a question, please?
Yes, please.
Why is there so much pressure put on the celebrity? Are there no? Their professionals are everywhere. Are they not also role models?
like.
Doctors, are they not role models? What? Because you don't pick their lives apart.
No.
Understand me. Understand me.
Understand me.
No, let me say it. Understand what I'm saying. A lot of the people who are actors, musicians, didn't come thinking I'm going to be a role model to people. They're just following the passion that they have. And they're still, human beings. See, let me finish, please. Okay. They're still human beings from their different backgrounds, their different issues. You're talking about a person, if he was raised a particular way, he will only evince the attitude of the way he's been raised or the issues that have colored his life. So you calling him a role model, you are the one calling him or her a role model.
See, everybody in a society.
I think it's gotten to a point
where you said something. You said something. You said something about doctor. You said it's a profession that somebody decided to do, and you mentioned doctor. Believe me, gather 5 children together and tell them that who is your role model. They're not going to mention their doctor.
I understand.
They're not going to mention their teacher.
That is the effect they have on the society.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. I understand that because of the medium of our job, our profession, like a doctor's profession, like a lawyer's profession, because of the medium of our profession, so television,
once you realize that, Bimbo,
I try.
Once you realize, I'm not saying
let me tell you something.
Once a celebrity realizes that, then you are bound by the moral obligation to the public to be of the highest behavior, because you know your impact and your effect to the society.
It's agreed.
No,
Aisha,
says who?
Let me quickly say something.
Says who?
Aisha.
Rihanna. No, let me ask her. Rihanna is being Rihanna,
Bimbo,
the American musician. People are saying she's a role model. She's on Instagram, on Twitter, every day she's smoking a joint. She has a picture with a joint.
Yes.
Who made her
and the American people go after such celebrity?
What I'm trying to say is
Aisha,
for people out there, pick your role models with sense.
Aisha,
not anybody just because they're a celebrity should be your role model.
Yeah.
My audience, does anyone have a question for my celebrity and the producer? You have a question? Please get up, gentlemen. What's your name?
Thank you. Thanks to the Amazons. But my question goes to the actors and actresses. I was on a theater apprentice under theaterism, but I got discouraged by something I wouldn't want to discuss here. But now I want to ask you too, what will you say to people out there who are looking up to you that, okay, I want to be like Bimbo, I want to be like my brother here?
I tell people all the time. If you want to be an actor, if you want to do what I do, go to school. Education is key. In the Yoruba industry, they also have an educational system that works. It's called the apprenticeship one, where you become an apprentice to someone and learn on the job. I went to University of Ibadan to study theatre arts. I majored in acting, mime, and speech. I went to school.
So I always wondered, Bimbo, where you got this your Queen's English
I speak
Ibadan. No, and when she wants to switch, you can't tell where she's coming from.
Another question, please. Your name, please.
My name is Patrick.
Patrick.
My question goes to Bimbo. She's talking about maybe before you like somebody, you have to know if the person is a good somebody. As in, you are not living with me. I only see you maybe when you are acting. You understand? So how do I know, or we all know that the person is a good person?
Thank you.
It's a great question. First and foremost, do you pick your friends on the street just like that without getting to know them? It's the same thing with your celebrities. You wait, you study the person, so study your celebrities. Watch what they do. Give them 6 months to 1 year. Look if they evince the right character you want your children to follow. before you allow them to be their role models. Watch what they do. It's in the papers, when they go out to shows, their reactions to people, the way they act, the way they carry themselves. When they are interviewed, the sort of things that they say, words will tell you about the person. From my words, you can tell the sort of person I am.
You know what, for me, what I would say is, you know what, a role model is somebody that you idolize, isn't it? Somebody that you look at and you think, I want to be this kind of person. I would love to do things the way this person is doing whatever it is that they're doing. I mean, is that how it is? Am I right? Would you guys say that's how to do it? So I do understand where you're coming from when you say, how do you understand this particular person, whether they're a good person or a bad person, because you actually don't see
their lives.
What you see is, you know what, I like to be an actress. You see this fantastic actress who comes on TV, speaks the right way, acts the right way, you know, can interpret any role. Do you understand? So I think in a way, it's going to be a bit difficult just to, you know,
read their interviews.
You know,
read their interviews.
Aisha, you had a question for Mr. Fabi?
Yes, I was just going to quickly point this out, that now that there's a meeting point between Hollywood and Nollywood in terms of collaboration, we've had Hollywood come to shoot Dr. Bello here, and you have some of your actresses now walking the red carpet at the Oscars. How does that make you feel as an integral part, a producer in Nollywood?
I want to believe that is a good feeling, and there is positivity in that. To be honest with you, if you meet an average Hollywood actor, they will tell you, Nigerian movies, Nollywood, I do hear about them. But what we're trying to do, we need to also raise the bar here to attract them. If you're just getting one of them, meet them on the street, or you meet them through a Nigerian who is close to them and say, come and act in my movie, that doesn't mean we are already Hollywood.
Okay.
We need to like get the real collabo in the sense that, okay, we want to shoot a movie, we could go in there, get the full facility that they have, and they use it to shoot a movie, and they come here, we'll do the same thing. But what we still have now is still one-on-one thing. I know you know, I have a friend, she's an actress in Nigeria, she wants to produce, we do that Hollywood movie? Batty. And then they want to feature in the movie. That is still what we're having. At least it still is a first step. The journey of 1,000 years starts with a step. And to be honest with you, I met a director, the cinematographer of The Lords of the Rings in London at a seminar, filming seminar, and he was like, I know Hollywood movies. I said, okay, what about getting actors, you know, Hollywood actors? I said, yeah, they want to act, not even money. When he said it's not even money, just make an accommodation and security, they will come. They want to come and act. I said, wow, really? I said, yeah, I can talk to them. He said, he will even speak with James Bond. I said, wow. I said, you're going to speak to him? I said, yeah, we'll talk to him. He likes Nigerian movies.
That's fantastic.
They know what we're doing.
Mr. Fabi, thank you so much for taking time out of your very, very, very busy schedule to be here. Thank you so much. And my diva, celebrity, Bimbo Akitola, a legend.
He's our legend.
Cheers. You know, and I'd like to say one thing to you, Bimbo. You know, I really appreciate you. I appreciate where you're coming from. You have paid your dues, and I hope you keep going higher and higher. Do you have anything to say at all?
To anybody out there that wants to be an actor or a musician, get an education first, please. And make sure you do have talent for that thing. You just don't want to be a star.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Bimbo. Aisha?
Yeah, I mean, it's a plea really and an advice to our celebrities. You know, they say that the going, you cannot be predetermined to the future. Whatever you have now, if it's going good for you, please remember that you need to save and invest for the raining day. Food for thought.
Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed having my celebrity, Bimbo Akitola, one of the Amazon brothers, as a guest today, and Mr. Fabi. What I'd just like to say as a closing remark is, for those young people out there who want to become celebrity, it comes with a prize. Make sure you know what it is you're getting into. Thank you for watching. Make it a date next week. Thank you.